on the Edge. Insights from Google's Chief Chaos Officer, Shona Brown. In most industries, there are no clear boundaries. There's little predictable competition, and there's certainly no knowable future. On the contrary, industries are rapidly and unpredictably changing. Competitors come and go, markets close, they shrink, they split, and collide. Today's collaborators might be tomorrow's competitors. Competing on the Edge rests on the assumption that the marketplace is constantly unstable, and therefore, the central strategic challenge is managing change. There are a number of ways to manage change. Managing change can be reacting to it, responding to a competitor's move with a better product, or meeting unexpected customer demands with an innovative repacking of existing products. This is a defensive tactic and is unlikely to create new opportunities, but is still a crucial one. Managing change can also be anticipating it, gaining new insight into what is likely to occur and then positioning for that future. This is also a defensive tactic, but it can create new opportunities. But managing change is not easy. The direction of change is uncertain. Change can come from a lot of different directions, from inside or outside the firm, from inside or outside the industry, from suppliers, customers, or competitors. With all these variables, the future is often too unpredictable for planning. Therefore, the best way to manage change is to lead change. If you create change, you force others to react. Launching new markets, redefining customer expectations are just some of the ways of doing it. The best performing firms in the world always lead change in their industries. If you lead change, you become the environment for others to operate in. Managing change is what competing on the Edge is about. So what is competing on the Edge all about? Well, for starters, it's about surprise. The future is too uncertain for pinpoint accuracy. Planning an approach and knowing how to unfold is therefore unlikely. It's about making moves, observing what happens, and continuing with the ideas that seem to work. Both the past and the future are important, but the focus should always be on today. It's also about variation. It's not about command and precision planning by senior executives. There's simply too much going on in rapidly changing industries for any single group to coordinate every move. Instead, many people in the firm must make many moves on their own. It's also about inefficiency, stumbling into the wrong markets, making mistakes, bouncing back, and falling into the right ones. It's about using change and sometimes even randomness to reinvent the business by discovering opportunities for growth. It's not about being the most efficient firm or the most profitable firm at any particular time. It is not necessarily efficient in the short term, but managed right, it will ensure long-term survival. Competing on the Edge is also about being proactive, about being early, about trying to anticipate and, where possible, to lead change. It's not about being passive and waiting for other firms to move before taking action. It's about being constant. Competing on the Edge is not a set of disjointed actions. It's a rhythm of moves over time. It does not comprise of a few very large moves, like massive corporate transformations or corporate mergers. Instead, it's about repeated, relentless change becoming one with the firm. And lastly, it's about variety. The key to performance is not a particular competence or one courageous move. It is about making a variety of moves with varying scale and risk, and it's about making lots of them. So what are the rewards for competing on the Edge? Well, for most firms, winning is about survival, but for the best firms, winning is an opportunity to seize the initiative, constantly change, and dominate an industry.